Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host, Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alrighty, welcome back. We are playing Out of Ore, the sandbox mining game that allows you to endlessly dig until your heart's content. So that is exactly what I have been doing here, digging my own mine shaft. And we left off, and I just finished placing another dump deck here underneath the concrete slab that I placed. Uh, so I do need to power it though. I just put the speed mechanism over here. You can barely see it, so I might want to give us access to it. So now we have access to it. I just need to make a power source. And what I did for the other areas, and yes, I know this is kind of cheaty, and I'm okay with it, because really it's just a time thing. If I wanted to, I could do this the right way. Oop. Apparently I dropped one back here. So, I clear out some space down underneath the ramp. And I place some solar panels. And I actually need one more. Solar. And I still have some more pylons, so we're good there. And I have some more power cables, so we're good there as well. So now I just make sure that the solar panels aren't going to stick through the ramp. And I place them down. Big thing is make sure you turn them on. And yes, I know there's no sun down here. They still work for now. I'm sure the devs are going to end up seeing this kind of stuff and make an end to that. We shall see how long that takes, and I'm going to abuse it for now, and then once they fix it, I'll put coal mines in place, and that'll be that. I mean, it is what it is. That's the joys of abusing game mechanics. So now that should allow me to turn this on. And all the stuff that is in them will go on out, which doesn't look like much. There's a little bit coming still. Alrighty. But now, I did leave the ceiling above this intentionally so that we can use the RDX explosives. And from there, we're gonna place explosives all along the ceiling areas. And blow the dirt down. A lot of it's going to fall in the dump decks. I'm hoping not overload it, but we shall see. I have a bad feeling now that I'm thinking about it. Well, let's see what happens. Alright, it started spitting some of it out. It actually did not pile any up on the dump deck. So I think the dump deck worked as it's supposed to. can we see in here? Let's see. We're gonna move a block. Yeah, the dump deck did what it was supposed to and caught all of it. Put that back. Does suck that some of it landed on the belt over here. I mean, that is what it is. Oops, that's the wrong dynamite. I was trying to clean off my belt. Can actually use the pick to clean off belts too. It works just because it's nice and controlled, so it cleans off around the belt, and it just makes it look more like a machine did it versus the dynamite that just blows it clean. Come on, pick that up, or don't, jerk. It bugs me when there's dirt sticking through the belts. Alright, well, we got another spot here. I think the shovel will actually make quicker work of that. Except I think it's actually bringing it up and not down. This side's bringing it down. There's that. And that one. It did get a lot of it down. I don't want the drumite. I want the RDX. For the most part, that's the only weird dingleberry. I think for the most part I got it all. Let's jump back into the wheel loader here. Uh-oh. Dog's got the zoomies. And is playing with the kitten. Come here, Derp. You're gonna squish the cat. It's the only thing I ever worry about. So basically what I'm doing is just knocking the ceiling down straight into the dump loaders. By keeping my bucket down, it never picks it up. It just drops it as soon as it scrapes it off. It works when you're over the dump deck, but when you're over normal ground, it piles it up, and then you get stuck having to clean up your mess, which I'm okay with, but it'd be nice if my tractor would go straight. was trying to smooth down those little bumps, but it keeps grabbing the concrete, and then it screws me up and shoots the tractor sideways, which I still don't entirely understand why it, like, does that and how to avoid it. And it doesn't always do it, but switched it back into forward too soon. Clean the floor some more. Yeah, it was definitely faster to leave the ceiling above the dump deck and just explode it down into the hoppers. Don't know how much I lost or it actually got, but it worked really good. I gotta be careful, because if I just knock this side down, it's gonna bury the controller. So I actually kind of need this dirt removed instead of knocked down. forgot this part is actually kind of tricky because the dump deck angle makes it hard to get the next area level. So until I get some of the next ramp in place, it's kind of tricky getting the dig angles correct. So like that side I got a hole dropping off of the ramp, and this side I actually got pretty correct. So I'm gonna keep trying to dig over on this side for now. Get as much of this as I can. Considering all the explosives I set off, I'm kind of shocked that there's already solid rock. I didn't think I got that far. What is up, buddy? What? It's not time. You're early. You don't know how to tell time. Your sister does. Kinda-ish. She's at least closer than you are. You're 2 hours early, bud. Go lay down. And I just had you OUT, so I know it ain't that. You just wanting pets? Is that what it is? See, the beginning right by the dump deck is actually really quick. Because you can just keep scooping and backing up, scooping back up, scooping back up. And it's once the ramp starts getting really long that it gets really slow. And that's why I kind of made the decision to go 7 lights and then a dump deck, 7 lights, and a dump deck, because 7 lights was essentially the point where I was starting to get annoyed with how long it was taking to travel up and down the ramp. So that was when I decided to make the call to do 7 lights and a hopper. So now I should be able to move over to this side. Crap, solid rock. Or I just got too much of a bite. Hey, how's it going? I almost forgot that it was gonna lock, even though it's literally telling me right in the middle of the screen. Saves are starting to get pretty long. I do want to thank the viewers that have came from this game. It's kind of strange how many people watch this game, even though when you're setting up for Twitch and Kick and stuff, it says that the viewer count is really low compared to like Truck Sim and whatnot. But yet my Truck Sim videos, I only get like 20 or 30 viewers uh, on the videos themselves on YouTube. And on this game, it goes up to like 500 and 600 views and stuff in a day or two, which I still don't entirely understand because if the viewers aren't there, how am I getting so many viewers? Like just random, like non out of order viewers. I mean, every time I get a chatter, it seems like most of them know the game really well. So it doesn't really feel like it's a bunch of noobs or even randoms. It's all people that seem to be pretty educated on the game. Keep working on these ramps here, I guess. Oh no. Alright, I made it about as far as I could get. Start it back up. Backtracked. Felt good. This is the transition point that I struggle with. Okay, I thought that was hard rock and I couldn't actually get through it. Oh, I left it running. You leave it running, they tend to roll. So it looks like I got more ceiling to blow down. I wonder if I should... Yeah, I should probably take care of that now. Dang, look how far that staircase is already. That is nuts. Can't even see the entrance of the cave anymore. Or the mine shaft. So I think one thing I just thought of doing And I kind of got the idea from my nuclear bomb video. So what if I take and I build little slabs, oops, and on these slabs, once I have my slab here, we go to the store and we buy the smallest vehicles we can. I'm not exactly sure which one that is, so that's why I'm kind of scrolling through. We got drones. I could do drones. Uh, they're 32,000. They're definitely cheaper than the pavers, and they're small. So I think we're gonna do the drones. So we're gonna buy a drone, and we're gonna place it right here on this slab. And by doing that, it has now given me a spawn point to where I can teleport to, and I'm just gonna leave it there. I have no use. It's not like the vehicles where I keep getting in them and moving them around. I have no real use for the drone, so we'll leave the drone alone. And then if I hit I and go to vehicles, I can teleport to the drones by hitting drive. So I no longer have to walk all the way back to the staircases. Yes, I'm that lazy. So we need explosives and steel mesh for building up here. We're almost at the 30-minute mark, so I'm gonna have to cut the video here soon. So let's blow some more stuff up before the video ends. So that's 3. So let's do one more pass so I can go down. Oop, wrong way. I said down, you hear? There we go. Alright, that's what I wanted to know. I have a lot of ceiling to destroy still. Luckily, it's all right above the dump deck, so it cleans my mess up. Amazing. Just realized I haven't had music on. And again, the episode's like literally about to end, so why? Yeah, if you're in the streams, just hold on tight. If you're watching from YouTube land, until next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.